even need to know that? Should I? Okay. Should I be scared? Like, why you... I swear, if it pinpoints my address... Ever... Never, ever, the end is never the end... Is never, the end is never... The end is never, the end is... Never is...
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Alright.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Or do I just stay in the office? What is the sensitivity, bro? What?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No. What meeting room? This? Yo. Just tripping.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Then let me
Perhaps
go
he
out.
wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to do.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Yeah, I mean, give me a drink and then we're really talking.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Yeah. Whoa, what is that?
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
This one?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Whoa.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please.
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay.
Now listen carefully, this is important.
Oh!
Stanley walked through the red door.
Oh, blue.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Oh.
All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see, there's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
This one.
Oh, well, now this is useful. You didn't like it, but you didn't totally hate it either. You enjoyed it, perhaps is the correct term. It didn't cause you excruciating pain. Big steps we've made here today, Stanley. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Okay, so it still tricks you into going in here.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
I literally said I don't want to, but alright. Wait, if it's Minecraft, I'm happy.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see.
What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Minecraft?
Aha! This game is about, Stanley. What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower.
What?
Perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental
pretty
depravity.
weird, I'm not gonna
so
lie,
far,
man.
I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
No, don't. Yo, my game is having mad lags, like it's too realistic for this. It's quite cool.
Oh, no. No, it can't be. It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly, block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
What is this? Rocket League?
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big
That's
box for you to run around
sick.
in. There isn't any possibility that you could get
Rocket
lost here.
League?
Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Yeah. Quite hard. Yeah.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown
cars
together.
at?
Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
What ball? This is so cool. It's actually sick.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience.
Don't do that.
I'm going to
Stop,
try it out.
actually.
Here comes another ball. Yes. Oh, goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it?
Just
Standing like
go!
a child in a confectionery shop, I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls.
Bro, stop! This isn't funny, bro. Why is there so many? Just kick them all in.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley? Are you having fun?
No!
Is this a real video game?
Whoa.
Hold on. What are you doing?
Yo.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
I kind of hate this. Hey, can I come back up? Yeah, yeah. What? Uh, I hate this so much. I'm not, dude. I'm not. It's not. I'm literally not doing this. I'm literally in the back rooms. So what do I do? Yeah. Oh, that's scary. I hate that so much. How? Okay, I hated that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm not doing that. I'm not. It's just not happening. All right, here we are. So we'll go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm gonna go actually to the meeting room. I'm actually gonna go there. Where's the meeting room? Is this? Like,
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
alright.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Yo, how'd that slide change? It's got ghosts in here. I hate those, like...
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Whoa. Frick that. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's go upstairs. Ugh. Scary.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code.
Oh, that's
by
kind of odd.
sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
What? Why does everything have to be a scary game? I hate this. Bro, please just teleport me back to, like, Minecraft. Rocket League, bro. Like, I'm not doing this, dude.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself,
I'm
to
jumping.
question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Yo, should I do it?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Yes. Let's just do it.
At this
How
point,
long?
Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yeah. Yo. Yo!
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world
This is depressing.
Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
Wow.
And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and
Just
shallow
kill me.
life. Farewell, Stanley.
Yeah, you know what? I hate this computer guy. I'm not gonna...
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly. And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Yo, heaven? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life
We
the
haven't
same.
restarted yet.
Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Wow. I like this narrator more. Intenser. Is this not sad though? That's messed up. Yo, you know that, dude, the narrator hates us. Yet our mind controlled our entire life. Apartment timer. He mind controls us for our entire lives, and we're just supposed, and he's okay accepting our death. I mean, I knew the narrator was shallow, but not that shallow. To let Stanley just die? Doesn't care. It's quite upsetting.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yep.
When Stanley came
Left,
to a set of
right.
two open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he
Exactly.
wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
No.
Wow. Yes.
I'm upset.
This room.
I'm
Eager
scared.
to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Penalty of the misusage of cargo of $2,000. How are you gonna get fined for jumping off the cargo lift?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not sure, but in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do,
Oh!
Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I hate this narrator so much. He's so mean. He doesn't care if I die. You know, Stanley lives there his entire life, following every direction, doing every code, doing every single thing. And then he's okay with it.
All of his co-workers were gone.
It's
What
like
could
having
it
an
mean?
animal you love so
Stanley
much,
decided to go to the meeting
but then
room.
kill it,
Perhaps
like-
he had simply missed a memo.
like letting it die.
When Stanley came to a set of two
Not
open
helping.
doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room,
Like
and
not
Stanley
being
knew
sad
it
if it
perfectly
died.
well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Feeling it's
The lounge was
happiness.
sublime,
That's
a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
oh,
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
oh. You. Can I go back to Rocket League, please? Can I go back to Rocket League?
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from
Yes,
here,
down?
It's, left.
Oh. Oh, so I have to.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake. No.
Which
not the
one
right.
is it?
Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Yeah, just open
Let's
both of them.
see,
I
we
just
went
want to go
down,
through
right,
one.
left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
I know where this is, too. It's the exact place I jumped off. And why would I go down there? I'm just saying. In a horror movie plot scenario, that's where you die. Just saying. Yo!
No. This
Whoa!
isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be
Whoa!
here yet. This is all a spoiler.
Whoa!
Quick, Stanley,
What?
close your eyes. Okay. We just
This
have
is
to, Who
fire.
am I kidding? It's all
In
rubbish
what way do you
now.
mean
The
fire?
whole
Did they
story completely
die?
unusable. How about, rather than waste my
people
time
there
trying to
too,
salvage
right?
this nonsense, we'll just
Oh,
restart the
see.
game from the
I feel
beginning.
like there's a-
And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Of course you. So what does it mean when you get fired? Does that mean you get shot right in the forehead like a?
All of his
Dead
co-workers were
deer?
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm gonna get mad.
When Stanley... Wait.
Wait, what?
What? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Where do I go? I'm gonna go this way. None of the doors.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Yeah, no. I'm fed up.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I swear, if it's all those doors again, I'm done. You've gotta be kidding!
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Yeah, let's go see. Yo, I'm tripping, but like, I swear I saw something there.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Where's our office at? I'm done. I'm not doing this.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all.
Yeah,
Is this
me
the story?
neither.
I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building.
Yeah.
Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley?
Yes, I do.
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
This place sucks.
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people
Well, actually,
win
I
fair
kind
and
of
square,
did. I had to
and
run
this was
back
not
and think
one
I
of those
restarted every
situations.
single time.
Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't
Yeah,
care
me-
what might happen this time. I have to restart.
You should not. Well, actually, I'm not sure.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get
You're
lost,
making me
I've
follow
employed the
it.
help of the Stanley Parable
Oh my
Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
I'm gonna go off track.
You see?
I'm just gonna
the
do it.
line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself?
Yo, bro,
Whoa,
what?
whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think
just
what we
realized
need
that's
right
keyboard
now
typing,
is a
'cause
bit of
Stanley
music to lighten
pressed-
the mood.
That's quite horrible. Yo, put some old time music on. Here? I'm rocking with it. I like this. What was that?
Cut the music, go back, and look at that fern.
Yeah.
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Cool. Cool plant move.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Yeah. I'm so confused right now. Yes!
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Again? It's probably... I mean, I would be surprised. Okay, here we go. Again. Now
You
you're
know
telling
what,
me...
Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this
Bring
all
me back
sounds
to
perfectly
Rocket
doable.
League. That's
Why
pretty
don't we simply
mysterious.
start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Hey, why do you want me to go in then? I'm gonna go in anyway.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination.
Minecraft.
Whatever
Fall
it might be,
Guys.
Stanley, I'm ready for it.
'Cause I know there's Minecraft in here, so...
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome
It's
new
like the same
story.
house.
No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Let's not put... let's change the carpet color. Put a little paint around here. I don't usually like paint, but, you know... And get rid of these office lights, please.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Ooh,
How
okay.
important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny
Minecraft.
awaits. Oh, hold up, what's this?
Fusion.
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the
After
schedule,
a
I
long
restart
time,
again.
Stanley
Then what?
dies.
Am I just supposed to
The
forget?
narrator's
Well,
gone.
what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well,
I'm
who
gonna play
consulted
this for
me?
18 minutes.
Why
Is
don't I
one
get to decide?
ending?
Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Good.
And
Now,
the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
no, I
whatever
don't
it
think
is
so.
that made this schedule?
I think we're about to
How would we
die.
even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I
Hey,
guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination, so I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually.
yeah.
Well, in the meantime, if you...
No. The narrator was nice to me for once. I started to like the character narrator's arc. And we really did actually start all the way over.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
Start
decided
all
to
the
go
way
to the
over
meeting
again?
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That's quite sad.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness. Then the feeling went away, and he felt sad again. Then it came back, and lingered for a minute or two. Now it's only half there, just a kind of, tingle.
Alright, let's go.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue door.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood.
Blue door.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Actually, I'm gonna rock through the red doors. Yeah, red door.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I want it to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Alright. He just kills me. Dude. If I just die...
What do we want? What are we looking for?
What is this? What was that stuff? Mate!
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
I can't ruin this moment for this man. I feel bad. I'm gonna make it hurt.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Alright, we'll go back. You wanna feel happy for a second?
Right. Where were we?
Oh, that's quite beautiful, actually. Ain't it? Well, that actually hurts my eyes quite a bit, but... it kind of hurts. Sorry. I want to say goodbye to this, because this is like... this is a cool thing. I just want to move on.
Oh no, stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Why? Can we go to Rocket League, please, bro?
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Oh.
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Oh, so he wanted me to do that? Ah. Okay. I thought about what I'm doing. I'm done. No, it's not. Okay, fine. I'll go back. I'll go back. I'm a nice person. Even if I don't want to live in this game. I'll go back. I'll reconsider my feeling. But, so, yeah, we can go back here, surprisingly, actually.
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there, hmm? Just stay here.
What if we, Of course they thought of someone jumping off. That's like first developer instinct with a game like this. I don't know if there's much more to go after this.
No! What did we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here. You heard me before, didn't you? You will die! What about this isn't getting through to you?
I'm gonna jump down. 3, 2.
No! Oh, thank God.
What?
You lived. You had
Yeah.
me worried there for a moment. No. What are you doing,
Oh,
Stanley?
this is-
Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
To what? I'm quite sure they want me to jump off there. I'm just saying, because there's not much to go from here. I mean, there's only really 2 spots to go. Unless they... And down here. Quite literally just a staircase that wants you to die. Is there any
There.
way?
See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
Dude, just let me restart or go back to Rocket League.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
I'm playing with this man's emotions so much. I feel bad. I'm just like
Do you
hurting
just
this-
not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
Dude, bring me back to Rocket League right now. Please. I want to play Rocket League while not playing Rocket League. Do I do it? Do I jump? This would be the end. I'm thinking about it. Can I live from this? I'll just restart the game. I'm not. There's only 2 ways to go. Let's see if we can figure out how to get to Minecraft, because I know it's possible in this. We already got to Rocket League. I'm just trying to get back to Minecraft. We'll see if we can get to Minecraft.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
John, I think. Or Jonah. I have no clue. Either one.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open
It's
doors,
not
he
VR,
entered the
it's,
door on his left.
It's a game for PS4 and PC.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
No, I didn't.
Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't
We'll go there
5
that
years
time,
ago.
alright? I think.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Yo, you talking about the girl narrator from earlier?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Who?
She's been waiting.
Who? Ah! Yo, this is up to anyone in chat. Who do I go in? Do I go in? If anyone is in chat, I need to know to go in or not. Alright. I'm thinking. Yeah.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her.
Woo!
If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Yo. No. What's going on? Oh.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit
Maybe.
their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Good morning, employee. Press on your control.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
I made a Minecraft.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one
that's
day while
weird.
at work, he stepped up from his desk
He's
to realize
turning
that
his,
all of his
like,
co-workers,
life,
his boss,
like his
everyone in
TV,
the
food,
building
everything
had
into
suddenly
cabinets
vanished
and
off the
tables
face
and
of the
for
earth.
work.
The thought excited
His life
him
is
terribly.
being slowly corrupted by work.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either.
Spend time with the boys.
At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Prepare dinner.
As he wandered through this fantasy world,
This is so
he began to
sad.
fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions.
He's
And down
turning
another
his
was a game with a
world
baby.
into
And he
an
called
office.
it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
Into office work.
And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Well, now I'm kind of forced to push. Am I wrong?
You see? Can he just not hear me?
Dude,
how can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that
multiple...
every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose.
Bro, just bring me to Minecraft!
We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
And back from the top, shall we, y'all? Right? Yep, back to the top. Having to restart over and over. My God. It's just... I just want to be in Minecraft, dude. Not that hard, man.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen to everything he says this time. I am.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Meeting room.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Yep.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
So, what do you...
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
So, yeah. What do I? I presume I go down. Right? Oh wait, let's search it. Forgot, I need to grab my charger. Alright, y'all ready?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Oh, I found my office. It's right there. 427, 428. Right? Between those two. I think that's actually quite neat though. See. Actually gonna monitor the place we've already been through, right? You know? Quite fascinating, actually. I think it's quite sad too.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Good for you, Stanley. Good for myself. And we did it. We completed the game. For real this time. You know. This is so cool. I love this game. It's phenomenal. I know what we're getting into now, but...
Blackness. and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
Job, Stanley.
Perhaps his goal had not been to understand.
Wait, are we in
but
the
to let
open
go.
world game again?
No longer would anyone tell him where to go.
Like where we blocked it
what
off?
to do,
I think we
or
are.
how to feel. Whatever
Yes,
life he lives,
we are.
it will be his.
Wait, what? We're in like
That was all
GTA.
he needed to know.
Because look at that bridge. I
It was
recognize
perhaps
it.
the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Wow. This is actually phenomenal.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
I like that. That was cool. That was cool, actually. That was actually really cool. Get your first achievement, a trophy. That was pretty cool. This is a pretty cool game right there. I like that. That was actually fun. That was fun. That was, I like that. That was cool. I would like if it was like an open world next. Like, you know? I hate Mondays. That's so cool. You know, actually, this is such a good game. Wait. I believe. I could be wrong, but that I believe that's the reference image that we, like the place where you were just at. You know? Whoa! That apartment I was talking about? You know? I guess he turned his entire life into, obviously, an office working place. This store would never open, and he's still in his apartment, technically, in a way. You know?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
This is so
Stanley
crazy.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
This
simply
is a
missed a
good
memo.
game. I recommend it. Stanley Parable. Guys, play it. It's amazing. Some good
When
stuff.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct
I
way to the
think this is
meeting
the
room,
end, guys.
and Stanley
I'll
knew
be
it
live
perfectly
tomorrow, and
well.
I'll see y'all.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.